Hey friends, welcome. My name's Jennifer with Moreau Family Farm. I thought that I would give you guys an update of what's been going on the farm. I haven't done that in the last couple videos, so I thought I would just kind of walk around a little bit and let you know how all the animals are doing and what is going on with the garden status. So I'm so excited because things are finally starting to green up a little bit. Even my horrible grass here, you know, if you guys watched a video from, I think it was like September or October, then you guys would know that we had those horrible army worms, and they destroyed a lot of our grass. So this whole area here, one of the reasons why it's so filled with dirt all the time is because of the army worms, but also because of the rain. But yeah, between the two of them, the army worms came in, destroyed everything, ate all of our grass, and then because we've had so much rain, and of course we let the dogs and the goats and stuff like that out, but it has just gotten so mucky. And one of the things that kind of irritates me the most, really, is this area over here by the pool. I put so much time and effort into putting those pavers, and just I did it on my own. I, you know, put a lot of sweat equity into that, and every time it rains it just washes everything out, and so it's a little upsetting, but it's not that big of a deal. So it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But this area over here is greening up nicely, as it always does. There is some mud over in this area over here, but that's just because when it rains hard, this is where it just flows through like a rapid river. So we are still working on that, and eventually we will get this area closed off for the kids, the goat kids, that is. But we have not done that yet. But I'm coming out because it has been trying to figure out if it's going to downpour rain today or if it's going to be sunny. So you probably hear my guinea. We let the guineas out because the guineas were in the chicken coop with the chickens, and for the longest time they were all getting along just fine. But then recently, within like the last week, the guineas have been plucking out the back end, not the tail feathers, but the feathers on the back end of the chickens, and just, I guess like if they start running, they'll go and grab them and yank them. It's horrible. I've watched it, and I told my husband, I'm like, either we need to eat these guys, get them out of here, or something, because my chickens are very important to me. So I am going to get these goats out, because even if it does rain, they'll have some place to figure out where to go. I'm sure they'll find some comfort somewhere, but I don't know. Like, it's overcast, and it's had like some sprinkles, but nothing, no serious rain. So, oh, these two, they're so cute. Has she been bugging you? Is she trying to chew off your collar? So I still have Hazel and Hope in here. They are hanging out together during the day, and then at night, after they're feeding at night, then I let them out and they can run and play for a couple hours. But Hope is still going through her weaning process. So until she is completely weaned, she will not be able to go out around her mama because she keeps on stealing milk. So unless we have a separate pen, which at the moment we don't, she's been very nibbly lately. She's, as you can see, she's licking me right now, but she still uses her bottom teeth, and she'll try to, see, look, she's trying to grab my finger to bite me. Like, she's not biting hard. They don't have top teeth, If you don't know that about goats, they do not have top teeth, only front bottom teeth. Hazel is super sweet. You can see she's getting so much bigger. She's doing so good. And these girls are like asking, please let us out. Let us out. Yeah, all right. Let me get them out and out into the pasture so they can be happy. So one got away. Some days it goes really smooth and some days there's a challenge. So let me, look, she's happy as can be out here. You're gonna make the girls jealous. My goodness. The girls are all over here. Ruby's still in the paddock. Oh, she's eating hay over in the paddock. But Pebbles is happy as can be over here, just kind of rubbing it in everybody's face how she's getting all of the nice big greens while they're eating dried hay still from last season. We're waiting for the fresh hay to come out. But I believe we're not going to be getting any fresh hay until, he either said the end of April or the end of May. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping it's the end of April because that would be nice to get some fresh hay for these girls next month. And we'll continue to buy hay for them every single month, probably forever. But however, our hay supplier did tell us that the price of hay is going to go up, and we pay $30 for a 4x5 or a 5x5 bale of hay. Either one, we still get charged the same. However, with the price of fertilizers going up, he said that it's probably going to be a $10 to $15 increase. So I'm not sure when that's going to start. I don't know. We'll play it by ear, but I mean, we can still handle that. That's not going to be a big issue. And obviously, we need to do that because we have all of these animals and we do take care of our animals. So with us not growing a whole lot of grass, we will make sure that we have hay provided. And of course, with goats, you always want to have hay available 24/7. We just get orchard grass hay. That's what ours is. It's a combination of just a bunch of different things. The cows love it. They never turn their nose up to it unless it was like really dry or kind of dusty. But we try to get all the dust out of it before we actually feed it to them. That was when it was like cold out and we didn't really have a choice in the hay. But so everybody's doing good. You know, from the last video, if you watched it, not the very last video, but the ones that I was talking about the cows, they are not pregnant. But I do have an update. We have decided that we are going to try AI again. We have the semen straws, so we need to use them. And we need to get these cows pregnant. And we don't have the availability to have access to a cow. Or I'm sorry, have access to a bull. So we just need to use the straws. And, you know, if it costs us $1,000 to get 2 cows pregnant, as long as they carry those cows to term, then it's fine. We'll still get our money back and we'll financially be okay. It won't put us in the hole, especially with Peaches, whether she has a bull or a heifer. We'll make that money back just with her calf alone. And then depending on if Duchess ends up having she has a bull, we will either raise that bull for meat or we will sell him. But if she does have a heifer, we will be keeping the heifer. But either way, we are selling Peach's calf. Whether it's a heifer or a bull, it's going to be sold. So that's the update on them. Now, I do have to say, if after 2 more straws on each cow and they don't get pregnant, we'll deal with that when we get there. I've been debating still on whether we're going to use the same veterinarian or somebody else, but that's a really, really tough decision. I'm not 100% sure yet. So, yeah, that's a challenge, but we'll figure it out, and we're not going to be doing anything until probably June, because I don't want any, you know, dead winter calves. I'd rather have like late winter, early spring. A good time for me would be March or April. So yeah, if they got pregnant in June, that would bring us to March. So June or July would be a good time. And during this time, what I'm doing is I had purchased some very specialized minerals and also some clay that is going to be top dressed in their food, and also just making sure that they get good quality feed. Anybody who ever dealt with the big large bales of hay, the round bales of hay, you know that when it sits outside, that bottom side that sits on the ground, it gets really, really muddy anytime. It doesn't matter. It's sitting in the rain. So unless it's been stored in a barn, you always have to pull off a layer of the hay anyways. So there's always a little bit of waste. Well, not for us really, because we use that hay for other areas, like this crazy muddy mess that we've had here. You know, I always talk about our paddock and how the rain always comes through here and it mucks everything up. And it has been super, super wet over here, but we've been using that spent nasty hay and just layering it here. And so far it's working pretty good. Let's see how, I don't know if you've noticed, but this guy right here. This guy right here is always standing in the mineral / food dish. He also is still constantly trying to nurse from his mama, who is Piper. And Piper is feeding Hazel, so I can't put him over with the other boys because he keeps on escaping still. No matter what we do, this guy is an escape artist. So Peppa's still in here. I'm still trying to decipher whether I think she's pregnant or not. I'm not really sure. Peppa's she's the cutest thing ever. If she's out in the yard, it's so funny. She'll be out in the front yard, and like even the other day, my neighbor came over and like, do you know that your pig's out? I'm like, yeah, she's all right. She won't go nowhere. He's like, but she's up by the front of your property. I'm like, yeah, that's the farthest she'll go. She won't cross the road or anything like that. Or anyway, she hasn't. I don't think that she will. Because she knows that this is where she gets fed. So she knows her way back home. But anyways, when you call her, she comes running. And it is so cute. She's just running so fast and her tail's just going like crazy. Just kind of like how it is now. You can see she's just so funny. That tail, that's a dead giveaway of her happiness, because when she was over with Tiny Tim, the male that we have, her tail was not wagging anymore. Like she was annoyed. She didn't want to be with him. Here's the 2 guineas. These are the ones that are causing problems. When we got them from Tractor Supply, almost 2 years ago. And we were hoping one was a girl. Obviously, we got 2, and you pray for the best. And we ended up with 2 males. Now, they are different. One is lighter and one is darker. We need to do something with them, though. They are not mean to us, but they are mean to my girls. Look. You see the back of her back end there? And I've checked them. They do not have mites. They do not have, hers is healing because she had a bunch of feathers picked out also. And hers is kind of covered up, but she had a bunch. But I have checked them. They are not mites. They are completely clean. Hey. Oh, hi. Where are the other ones? Are they under there? Oh, okay. You have them hiding under there. That's a good mama. So that was the other update. We ended up with only having 3 chicks left. What happened was one day when they were like, it was probably about 5 or 6 days ago, my husband let the mama hen, he let her out with her babies. And all of a sudden, one of the yellow ones had disappeared. And then put him in a coop, which you guys saw. And then 2 more had passed away, 2 of the black ones. So then we were left with only 3 chicks. But now I just saw 1. There should be 3. I just know there's 1 for sure, but there should be 3. But you would think that I would have seen the other 2 by now. So we're looking for 1 yellow one and 2 black and yellowish, black and white, black and yellow, something like that. Oh, I see 2. No, where's... Oh my goodness, she's throwing stuff at me. I see 2. Oh, I don't see the other little yellow one. Don't tell me the other yellow one is missing now. Well, I definitely see these 2, but there's the one right here. Oops. He came running out. They're getting big. There's the other one right there, but I do not see the yellow one. Where's your other baby? Oh no. Dang it. I'm afraid that the yellow one is gone. Here. Yep. So, you guys, I think there's another sad story to this. Dang it. Oh my gosh, you guys, the yellow one just came running out from underneath the building. They are safe. The 3 of them are still alive. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, I was so scared. I really thought something happened to it. Look at him. Oh my goodness gracious. I can be relieved now. I feel so happy. So, yes, I'm so happy. The 3 of them are still alive and well, and they know to go underneath the house. They're doing well. They're cute, and Mama's happy and good. Now, I do have another surprise, though. We have another mama over here who has, I think she has 6. I haven't, they were hatching slowly, so there's 3 over there and 3 over here. So yeah, we've got 6 more baby chicks. Now, one thing is this chick right here, I don't know if you can see it from here, but when it was born, it had like a sack on the side of him or her, and there was blood, or it was kind of like a blood blister. If I had to describe it, that's what it kind of seemed like. I'm trying to figure out, oh, this right here. If you see that right there. So it was kind of like a sack filled with liquid. Like he didn't form properly, but he is alive and doing well, and they are so cute. Baby chicks are just adorable, but we're gonna keep our eye on the one. Other than that, they are all, look, they're all identical. Every single last one of these look alike, which is so funny because she had a bunch of different eggs underneath her. Hey, Sergi. Hi. He is still trying to get rid of his winter coat. And if you know, he has like a lot of gold in his hair. I don't know if you can see that, but he has a lot of gold back there. So we're waiting for his winter coat to come out completely. And he's doing good though. He's such a good boy. Boys in the back, aka the goats, and their trusty little sidekick, Chubbs. Chubbs has been rooting like crazy. When he is in a pen, he does not root. But in all of this free space out here, this guy has just been rooting everywhere. And I see everyone except for Geo as usual, but I bet Geo is in there with Peter. Peter! Zorro! Hi, boys! What are you guys doing? Our ducks are doing great. And the only thing about the ducks, I will say, is the female is not laying eggs. Hey, Pebbles! She's such a good girl. Tiny Tim. He's doing great as well. It would be really cool if she was sitting on the nest, but we don't have like a nest box for her. But something about these Muscovies is they will just lay eggs everywhere. They don't really need like a nesting box. If something doesn't happen soon, we may have to rehome them. We just don't want to feed all these animals if they're not giving back to us some way or somehow. So it's just a lot. I do want to show you our orchard is finally getting blooms and beautiful green leaves. It's so nice to see. It's so crazy how fast everything starts blooming. And the apple trees are really, the apple and the peach tree. The peach tree, when it had the pink blooms on it, that was so pretty. But look at that apple tree over there. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, those beautiful white blooms. My husband came out here and sprayed some, I don't know, some liquid on it, a natural liquid that helps with the moths and also with the fungus. So a lot of our trees, and actually it's starting to look a little bit better. It's still there, but like this tree here, as you can see, like the bark has this fungus on it. And my husband put some stuff on it, and it looks like some of it actually came off, like it's peeling off a little bit. But hopefully he sprayed this stuff enough to where we're not going to have those moth bugs. This is so pretty too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Are you two playing? Are you playing nicely? Are you playing nicely? Hmm? And then I still have to plant some of my plants that are growing inside over here, but I was waiting until the last frost And our last frost date is April 9th. However, I've been looking at the weather report, and it looks like it's going to be in the 30s and possibly even the low 30s. So I'm kind of scared still to bring anything out. I have a bunch of radishes that are germinating. They are doing well. They are drought hardy and can handle cooler weather. So I'm not too worried about them. And I just can't wait to plant some more things out here, though. I'm so looking forward to seeing this whole thing just filled with beautiful edible food. I would show you, well, I guess I can show you anyways. It looks horrible, so don't judge me, okay? But there are a bunch of sunflowers that are going to be popping up in the back of this area over here. Tons of sunflowers are popping up. You can't really see them all, but they're there. I've been watching them consistently. And then the green beans are doing well. One of them came up missing, so I've got to keep my eye on what is coming over here. But there are some green bean plants doing well over here. Our blueberry bushes are all starting to get their leaves back. This one here, this huge thing here, and that big thing just right there. Not that over there, but this all over here is all blueberries. So that's why during the summer I am picking blueberries like it is nobody's business. I have these blueberries, and then also we have 4 blueberry bushes over there as well. Those don't get as many blueberries, but they do produce. Our kiwi vine is starting to get its leaves back. So hopefully come December, I shouldn't have to say hopefully, actually, come December, we are going to have, like November, December, we will have yummy, delicious kiwi. I don't know what this is called. I should. Once again, me and my not knowing the names of some of these trees, but this blooms once and then it goes away. But it's pretty when it's in bloom, but when it's not in bloom, I cannot stand it. One day I'll know the name of all of this stuff, you guys, I promise. And then this is starting to grow back. But this is a hydrangea bush. This is a gardenia, which looks a little yellow. Needs some water. I'm not sure the name of this one. A bunch of irises over here. One is about to bloom, which is very nice. Chickens are doing great. Hi, girly. I am really excited about these. My irises. They should bloom soon. And then our firecracker bush, which I think there might be some birds making a nest in there. And then some more irises here, which last year I planted these over here. I just transplanted some, and you can see I have some here and here. There's a few of them that are going to open up, so I'm pretty excited about that because I wasn't sure if they were going to actually bloom, but I think they look really nice there, and I'm glad that I planted them there. And another thing that's pretty cool are these perennials that are coming back up from last year. I have those and these right here, and then eventually they're gonna get a really big, beautiful flower. Then we have all of our potatoes. I had planted all of this garlic and it seems to be doing well. Another thing that's really cool is the hummingbirds. know if you guys see her. There she is. And let's see, we got Duchess over here. Those little baby chicks, I don't know. Oh, there's the baby chicks. Look at them. Oh, you're so cute. Peaches. How can an animal, that's what's funny to me. Peaches is such a big animal and she's so good at hiding. Duchess is over here. I found Peaches. She wasn't really hiding that good. She was just blending in. Right, Piper? Ruby is chewing her cud next to the salt block. Poor Ruby. You guys, I don't know how to tell you this. I've been saying that she is due on my son's birthday, which is April 28th. And you know, I have it in my calendar and it says that she is due on April 28th. So I really thought that her due date was April 28th. It looks like she's not due until like May 3rd or 4th. I am not sure how I messed that up. I went and double counted it yesterday. So, not sure. Not sure. We're just gonna have to sit and wait. Come here, sweet pea. There's my big girl. She's so big. She's trying to get the grass. You want to know how to get a cow? You pick grass. I see a bunch of grass growing over there. That looks good. Aw. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you're so dark right now. Dark and shiny. Her winter coat is still coming out as well, and she should lighten up. This is our first summer, or spring and summer with her. We didn't get her until fall. So we'll see how her coloring does. Well guys, that's pretty much it. I don't really think there is much else that I can update you on. And I know it seems a little repetitive sometimes, but it's also kind of fun and interesting to watch things, how they change. They go from the dreary of all the brown to now all the beautiful green, and soon you guys are going to start seeing all of the beautiful flowers. Once everything starts opening up and really blooming, it is just going to be so pretty. That's one thing that I love about my little garden area, is that everything just blooms and it's so pretty. We've got yellows and pinks and reds and oranges and purples, whites. I mean, you name it. It's just so pretty. I wish it lasted a lot longer than it does, but I do appreciate it when it's here, because I do like the fall. I like watching the seasons change and the trees change colors and stuff like that, and when it snows, as long as it doesn't stay. And I wish it was like immediately warm after the snow, and unfortunately it's not. But so I like winter. I just wish it didn't last for 3 months or whatever it is. Sometimes it feels a little bit longer. Sometimes it feels shorter, so it just kind of depends. Just thank you guys so much for watching this channel. If you're new to the channel, we thank you for stopping by, and we hope that you're enjoying the content. If there's anything that you'd like to see more of, make sure that you put it down in the comments below, and I will try to give you guys a little bit more footage of whichever certain animal it is you want to see. Maybe you guys want to see more of the cows, less of the goats, or more of the goats and less of the chickens, or whatever it is. Just let me know what animal here on the farm it is that you guys really like to see, and hopefully we'll have some baby piglets here soon. And we know that we're going to have another baby goat or goats, who knows how many. Maybe this is time that you guys start guessing. How many kids do you think Ruby is going to have? Last time she had 2. She has been known to have 3. So, I don't know. Could be anything. You guys let me know what you think down below. And we bless you guys. Until next time.